Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm Elrinth, the first boss, and before we continue with the game news, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. So first off, what have you guys been playing? Me myself, I've been playing Path of Exile as a summoner witch with the specters, and my friend recommended me to summon the Syndicate operatives, and they are totally overpowered. However, my witch still keeps on dying. I think I have just way too little health or something. But yeah, other than that, I've got the Bravely Default 2, so I want to continue and play that, and perhaps I'll stream that something to you guys if you'd like me to. And my second question is, what do you guys think of my content? Should I change anything, or should I continue doing the 10 games with great music, or should I do something totally different? Please tell me in the comments down below. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to ask. Let's continue on with the game news. So, a new Nintendo Switch has been rumored about for a long time now. Bloomberg reports that Samsung will start producing 7-inch 720p OLED displays in June. The original Switch has 6.2-inch 720p LCD screen. We are probably getting the same form factor as the current Switch, as 7-inch can fit within the frame or bezel if it's slightly removed. While docked, the new Switch is supposed to output 4K. My guess is via DLSS, because they're using the Nvidia chipset, so it might feature DLSS, hopefully. I can say that I can play Cyberpunk 2020 at decent frame rate with all the settings max on my PC, and I've got a 2060 GTX Nvidia graphics card. If I remove or turn off DLSS, I'm getting like 10 FPS and it's totally unplayable. So yeah, DLSS is definitely powerful, and I'm really excited about the new Nintendo Switch, and it's probably going to launch alongside Breath of the Wild 2, so I'm guessing during summer we'll be seeing more about Breath of the Wild 2. I said it here. Next up, I want to talk about my friend Spiriax's new achievement. So he speedruns Alundra for the PlayStation 1 on a PlayStation 2, and he just broke his world record by 4 minutes. Really impressive. If you like action RPGs and speedruns, you should definitely check out his Twitch stream. I'll put a link to the clip. Dinosaur Planet was developed for Nintendo 64, which later became Star Fox Adventures when Rare moved the development to GameCube. A prototype has recently been dumped to the internet, and to me it looks really cool, like a Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask clone. I found the comparisons between Star Fox Adventures and Dinosaur Planet over at Nintendo World Report TV to be really cool. I'll put a link in the description down below if you guys are interested to check it out. Next up, we have Hoa, which is a puzzle platforming game that features breathtaking hand-painted art, lovely music, and a peaceful, relaxing atmosphere. It reminds me of Studio Ghibli movies in its creatures and its visuals. It's coming out on Windows, MacOsX, and Nintendo Switch in April, so very soon. Airoheart is an upcoming A Link to the Past copy and paste, which looks a bit too close for my taste. The game has had a successful Kickstarter, and pretty much every single element is a copy-paste of Zelda. But if you're okay with this, follow the game's development over at Pixel Heart Studio. They are aiming for 2022 release date for Windows and Mac, plus consoles. Hazelnut Bastille was another successful Zelda-esque Kickstarter posted back in October 2018. It's an adventure game with some amazing graphics and music. I enjoy all the nods to Zelda, while the game still looks and sounds quite unique. The game is composed by Pongball. You should check out her SoundCloud for some music, as well as guest music by Secret of Mana composer Hiroki Kikuta. The game is coming to Windows, Mac, Linux, Switch, and was supposed to come out in October 2020. It's still TBA now. Revita is a cool twin-stick roguelike platformer. Reminds me very much of Rogue Legacy, which I had great fun with. After 4 years in the work, they released the game on early access on Steam on 3rd of March. So go check it out if it's interesting to you. It's around €14 at the moment. Go check it out. Next up we have Moonrider, which looks awesome, and it's coming from the same developer as Blazing Chrome. There's another game similar to this in the making called Bushinden, but you don't play as a full mecha guy there, so that's cool. The health meter to the left reminds me of Mega Man, and the boss reminds me of Contra 3, the Alien Wars boss. If you want to keep yourself up to date with the game, just follow Joymasher on Twitter. Next, there's the new game by Mistwalker called Fantasian, which uses diorama worlds as its gimmick. It reeks of standard JRPG, which many of us have come to love. The father of Final Fantasy, Hironobu Sakaguchi, is back in the directing chair, and we can expect some awesome music by Final Fantasy veteran Nobuo Uematsu. The game is coming to Mac and iOS on Apple Arcade sometime in 2021. I don't know why it's coming to only those two platforms, but I guess it's exclusive, or Apple gave them a really good deal. So yeah, check it out. Next up we have Beardblade, which is a new platformer coming out. It had a rocky start with an unsuccessful Kickstarter back in 2016, but then it was Steam greenlighted. It finally has a release date, which is June 2021, and it's for Windows. Check it out. UnMetal is a love letter to the original Metal Gear games. It has some pretty funny humor, and you can download a demo over at GOG for Windows PC. Check it out. Bloodstained has received a new patch 1.21, which fixes a lot of classic mode bugs. I still haven't tried the Sangatsu gameplay or the classic mode, so I need to try them out. I've seen some footage on YouTube about the classic mode, and it looks pretty fun. And you can read about the patch notes over at bloodstained.com/status. Astronite is a 2D platformer action game with awesome graphics. Most of the time it's 1-bit. However, if you look in the background, there's some dark gray blocks and stuff like that. So it's basically 2-bit. However, if you look in the upper left corner, you'll see that the game has some grayscale. So it looks pretty funny gameplay wise, and it reminds me of Super Mario Bros. 3 with spiky falling blocks and stuff like that. But you can use a jetpack to fly and get up to higher platformers, and you can shoot as well. And it's coming out 2021 for Windows on Steam. 9 Years of Shadows was a successful Kickstarter back in March last year, with 2,919 backers who pledged almost 2 million Mexican dollars, which is a bit less than $100,000. Featuring music by Manami Matsumae from Mega Man 1 and Michiru Yamane from Symphony of the Night. Graphics wise, it's not my cup of tea, but it features these two musicians, and I have to play it because of that. The planned release date is the end of 2021 for Windows on Steam and a Nintendo Switch. Blazing Rangers is a new game for the NES/Famicom, which looks really fun. It features 2-player co-op if you'd like to, and plays like firefighters on the SNES. Basically, you rescue all the people on the floor and get to the exit. There are fire-spawn monsters appearing on the stage, and you need to dodge or defeat them in order to get to the people in distress. Download the demo over at itch.io, which features 4 stages you can play and will give you a taste of the game. I finished the stages and it looks really good. I've pre-ordered the game and it costs €64 boxed shipping to Sweden, and it's coming out April 2021. Wolf Spirit is another NES game which was an entry to the NES Dev 2020 competition back in November last year. The game reminds me of Sega Master System Psycho Fox. You can download the game for free over at itch.io, and you can play it either via NES emulator or you can play it on the original hardware using an Everdrive. Check it out. Then we have the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is receiving a free PS5 update, which is called Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, to all who own either the game as digital or physical. However, the physical will of course require a PS5 with a physical Blu-ray device. The free upgrade from PS4 to PS5 improves textures, lighting and atmospheric fog. 60 FPS 4K performance mode it features as well. Another part of the Final Fantasy VII Intergrade is a Yuffie or Yuffie campaign, which will however cost money. It also features a new playable character called Sonon. This is all coming out June 10th, 2021. I actually pre-ordered my PlayStation 5 in September last year, and I'm still waiting for it. Hopefully I'll have it when the Yuffie campaign or Yuffie campaign comes out, and I'll have 2 games to play on it. Demon's Souls and the Final Fantasy Remake Yuffie campaign. GuyPerfect over at the Planet Virtual Boy Discord show us a Bad Apple port of the music video, and Melot shows it off on his 128 flash cartridge. Check it out. And yeah, that's all for today. If you guys like this, like and subscribe. Bye!